Yo, welcome back to the GM Podcast. I'm Miller.
I'm Gav.
And today, we're going to be drafting our favorite 10 basketball shots of all time.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's go rock, paper, scissors. All right, you got first pick.
With the first pick, I'm going to go Jordan versus the Jazz in 98.
Okay.
I feel like that's the most iconic shot.
By the most iconic player.
Yeah, like it just kind of, when you think about Jordan, a lot of people would think about that shot, the push off.
Do you think that was a push off, by the way?
But they didn't call it, and it's like, I think
you don't call it, right?
I think you let the players win the game, unless it's just blatant.
Yeah, I didn't think that was that bad of a push off either. That was like I think he got regardless.
Yeah.
Whenever he did the snatch, I think he was done regardless.
Yeah, and then the thing is, like, this like, just building up to it, like, they're down. The steal on Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like Jordan literally, not even on the offensive end, on the defensive end, said, all right, let me in this game. Steal.
Yeah. That was all him.
All right, spread out.
Yeah. In his last great season.
Yeah,
that was crazy. That's ridiculous. With my first pick, I'm gonna go with Kawhi Leonard's shot against Philly. Probably the best shot.
Craziest, definitely the craziest.
Yeah, the best series of that playoffs probably. Went to 7 games against a good Philadelphia team. And it's just crazy how the shot went in. I mean, go to the corner. I've heard a lot of people say it was a travel, even getting to the corner. I can see where you think that, but I mean, I don't know. A lot of these shots are controversial, but I don't know, man. Just the fadeaway. It was just like everything that happened in that clip. Like, you just hear the crowd get silent, and the ball doesn't go into the rim for a long time because once the shot goes up, it's all around the rim the entire time, and you're just watching. Like, the pictures that came out of it are crazy. Yeah. It's just that was a crazy shot. And with my third pick, I'm gonna go with Allen Iverson in the 2000 NBA Finals.
Okay.
Or 2001. The snatchback, step over shot. That's just iconic. Yeah. I think when you think about Allen Iverson plays, that has to be the first play you think of.
Either that or Jordan
the cross against MJ, yeah. But I'm going to go with the Lakers because that was his game. Yeah. He had about 40 that game. I think he got him the win, or they might have not even won a game that series, but I don't remember. But
no, they got one.
Yeah, he had a 40-point game in game 1, and people thought he couldn't do it, but he did it. So
yeah,
I'm going to take that.
For me, this is tough. Okay, so I'm going to go Ray Allen versus Spurs. Okay. I think that game, or that shot, really changed NBA history. Yeah. We might change the way we look at LeBron. Yeah. I think we definitely... Tim Duncan is 6-0.
6-0 in finals.
Like, how do we really talk about Tim Duncan?
I don't think Tim Duncan is rated high enough anyway.
No, I don't think he is either, but I'm saying, like, the way people throw out, Jordan 6-0, or Jordan 6. I ain't saying they would have him on Jordan level, but I'm saying, like, Tim Duncan's 6-0 as well.
You gotta put him probably top 5 at least.
Yeah,
with 6-0.
I love Tim Duncan all time. Like, I would have Tim Duncan over Curry all the time. Like, me personally, bro. I love
we gotta start with the because we got a lot of Curry fans in here, but I agree though. By the way.
Okay, so this is where it gets tough. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm going to go Christian Laettner versus Kentucky. Okay. And I'm simply going to go that because he's the greatest college basketball player ever. Yeah. And, like, when you think of Christian Laettner, that's the shot that you think of.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, that's kind of like same way we think about Jordan, greatest player ever.
Yeah, that's the greatest college basketball shot of all time.
Greatest college basketball player ever, and then,
Yeah. All right, so my next pick, I'm going to go with Kyrie in the 2016 Finals, Game 7 over Curry.
Iconic. I mean, that's the shot.
That's the shot.
That's his career shot.
And it's the fact that game, that's probably the best game that we've seen in our lifetime, like as far as just the basketball game. Yeah. The energy in the stadium, it's 89-89. They're battling. Like, the game isn't ever even, I don't know if that ever got to 10 points. Like, the game, they weren't scoring points for like 3 minutes. Yeah. And then he just hits that shot, and it just sucks all the energy out of the stadium, and you just know what's going to happen. And that was just crazy, and that's Kyrie's moment. If Kyrie doesn't have that moment, then we're not talking about him as like we are either. We're talking about him as just a really talented guy. Yeah. But the fact that he has a ring really cements his legacy as a great player.
For sure.
And I guess I'll go with Curry versus France.
Curry versus France?
Yeah, I will take that. I was thinking about him. I low-key liked the shot against OKC more, where he drained it from like half court and they were like bang bang, and then he runs to the other side of the court, starts doing the shimmy.
On a Tuesday night.
Yeah, that was on a Tuesday night though, so that's on Game Pass. So I'm gonna give it to the game against Paris. Just the fact that, did I say the game against Paris? The game against France.
Yeah.
All right. He hits 4 threes in 3 minutes and then culminates it off with one of the hardest shots you've ever seen. And that's like the gold medal was the only thing Stephen Curry did not have. And then he just cements his legacy with a shot like that. So I'm gonna go with Stephen Curry's shot.
Okay, so I got 2 and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, so first I'm gonna go, and I hate to say this because this was the most painful. Chris Jenkins versus UNC.
Yeah.
The build up of that shot and the Marcus Page double clutch before that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, as a UNC fan, I'm like, okay, we're going to overtime, we're winning the game. Like after Marcus Page hit, I'm like, okay, we're going to overtime, we're winning the game. And
I've told you my story time about that.
Yeah, Jay Wright just draws up an amazing play.
Yeah,
that's on the run.
That's more props to the coach, honestly.
No, it is.
But
it is. But that just teaches you got to stop the ball early.
Exactly.
Like you can't just
let him bring it all the way down.
That was an amazing shot, though.
Yeah.
And yeah, the storyline that was just a legendary college basketball game of all time.
Yeah.
And then I might go college basketball again. Dang. Actually, no. I'm gonna go. Did you get Denver's OKC?
No.
I'm taking Denver's OKC, and
that was my next pick.
Yeah, and that's just an iconic. Like when we think about Dame, like
that's his. Yeah,
the commercials that came after that. That was an amazing year for Paul George with OKC over Paul George. He was deep.
By the way,
and it wasn't just a shot, like it was a sidestep.
The thing that I think Paul George made it more of an iconic moment just for him after the game. Like, that's a bad shot. It's not a bad shot.
It's not a bad shot.
He hits those consistently.
It's not a bad shot.
Because he hit the same great shot against Houston earlier in his career.
And that's on my list.
Yeah.
And that was to go, and so Houston was about to be up, or not, it was about to be tied 3-3.
Yeah, 3-3, yeah.
And he just ended the series. They were down 2.
And that was probably a more important shot than the OKC one.
Yeah, he curl around.
Yeah.
Like that was a very clutch shot.
It was ridiculous. But since you took that, we've already took the 9 out of mine. So I'll just round it up with this 10th one. I'm gonna go with KD in 2018 from the same spot that he hit it in the year before. So this is, I think, Game 3 in both years. He pulls up on LeBron in both years and hits identical shots from the left wing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just, once again, I'm not as high on Kevin Durant as some people, but that was just him on display as one of the greatest shot makers that we've ever seen in basketball.
Yeah.
At least the top 5 shot makers. So
yeah. And I want to know, like, did you have any honorable mentions, or was that it on your list?
I mean, honestly, that was it. I was thinking about Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
And this isn't a crazy shot, but I was thinking about his shot at the end of the regular season. It was a buzzer beater from like the left wing.
Denver?
Yeah, to cap off the triple-double season.
So I had Suggs versus UCLA.
Yeah.
I had D Rose against the Cavs.
Oh, that was a fun one.
What else did I have? I had everything you had. And then I had Luke May in the Elite 8 versus Kentucky.
Yeah.
As a UNC,
you got to put that up there.
Yeah, that was a.
There's been so many, and I was thinking about a lot of Duke and Carolina ones too.
Yeah,
like Austin Rivers. Who hit one that, bro? It was
Did Seth?
I think it was Trey Jones. For Duke.
Wendell got like a layup or something.
Oh yeah, man. There's been so many in the UNC Duke rivalry, but I don't know. And I kind of wanted to put some dunks in here. But I felt like that wouldn't have made sense with the list. But there are definitely more iconic dunks than shots, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like the Vince Carter. Or we can do a different list.
Yeah, because if you're that athletic, it's more.
Yeah. Are you more intrigued with like a poster dunk or like a game winner?
Game winner.
For real?
Especially one like the ones we just named.
There are some players.
A poster dunk is like, don't get it twisted. Like they're both like impressive. Like the Anthony Edwards this past year.
That's what I was about to say.
But Like hitting shots is just
it's different.
I don't know. It's just different. It's just a sense of clutchness.
Yeah.
A sense of skill. Like I don't know.
Because you really don't have to be clutch to make a dunk. You just got to be an athlete.
You got to be an athlete.
Yeah. But that being said,
if you are an athlete, a dunk is not difficult.
No. And watching
hitting
Anthony
difficult
Edwards
shots will always be difficult.
Like, I would take Anthony Edwards' play, like him dunking over John Collins this year, over like a good amount of these shots.
Of these shots?
Yeah, I mean that is like a dunk of like that's one of the best dunks of all time. But like,
but
that's an insane dunk. He broke his finger.
Yeah,
running down the lane. That's some crazy stuff.
That was a crazy dunk.
Yeah.
And then after the game, what did he say to John Collins? Or he had some type of I forgot what he did. He was commentating on it,
man. Oh he was watching it on the screen. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
And then. Yeah, maybe I would trade it for some of the early rounds of the playoffs or stuff like that. Or maybe like I don't really care about Suggs versus UCLA. I would trade it for Chris Jenkins versus UNC. But I wouldn't trade it for like the Jordan versus Jazz, the Kawhi, the Leitner, even though like Luke May, I wouldn't trade it for that.
No.
Damn sure. I would trade I wouldn't trade it for
Luke May just because it was a historic moment in UNC. That's like the best game winner we've seen from the Tar Heels. But
Elite Eight.
Yeah.
That's all I got for.
Yeah, me too. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out.